How I stay focused and avoid distractions. Productivity tips. Hey everyone. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Aisha, and today I'm going to be talking about something that so many of us struggle with: staying focused and avoiding distractions. Whether you're working, studying, or managing personal projects, it can be so easy to get sidetracked, and the next thing you know, hours have passed and you've barely accomplished anything. But don't worry, I've been there too. Over the years, I've discovered a few effective techniques that really help me maintain focus and get more done. In today's video, I'm going to share all of my tips, tricks, and strategies with you, so let's dive right in and get productive. 1. Set clear goals and prioritize. One of the most important things I've learned is that having clear goals is absolutely essential for staying focused. It's easy to get overwhelmed when you have a big task ahead, especially if it feels like there's just so much to do. The trick is to break everything down into smaller, more manageable pieces. Instead of thinking about a whole project, I'll think about one small part that I can complete in a set amount of time. For example, if I have a large project due in a week, I won't focus on the whole project at once. I'll break it down into steps like research, draft outline, or write 500 words today. By focusing on just one task at a time, I feel less pressure and am more likely to get things done. Next, I prioritize these smaller tasks. Some things are more urgent than others, so I make sure to tackle the important tasks first. A great method I use is the Eisenhower matrix, which helps me decide what's urgent and important versus what can wait. By prioritizing, I feel more in control of my time, and I'm less likely to get distracted by things that aren't critical at the moment. 2. Eliminate physical distractions. The next thing that's really helped me stay focused is creating a distraction-free environment. I've realized that if my workspace is cluttered, my mind gets cluttered too. So, I make sure to keep my desk or work area organized. I tidy up and make sure everything I need for my task is within reach, so I don't waste time looking for things. A clean workspace helps me stay mentally clear and focused on what I'm working on. I also try to keep my phone out of sight. As much as I want to be productive, checking my phone can easily sidetrack me, especially when social media notifications pop up. To avoid this, I'll put my phone on Do Not Disturb mode, or, if I really need to focus, I'll leave it in another room. Trust me, the fewer distractions around me, the more I get done. Another trick I use is creating a dedicated workspace. Whether I'm working from home or studying, I try to make sure that I only do work in that specific spot. When I sit down at my desk or workspace, my brain automatically knows it's time to focus. If I allow myself to do other things like watching TV or eating in that space, it's harder to get into the zone. 3. Use the Pomodoro Technique. One technique that has completely transformed my focus is the Pomodoro Technique. If you haven't heard of it, this method is super simple but incredibly effective. The idea is to work for 25 minutes, completely focused, and then take a 5-minute break. After 4 25-minute sessions, called Pomodoros, you take a longer break of 15 to 30 minutes. The beauty of the Pomodoro Technique is that it breaks your work into manageable chunks. 25 minutes doesn't feel too long, and you can focus on a task for that short period of time without feeling overwhelmed. It also gives you something to look forward to, those 5-minute breaks. During the break, I'll stretch, grab a snack, or even walk around a bit. This quick change of pace recharges me for the next round of focused work. The key to making the Pomodoro Technique work for you is to stay off distractions during the 25 minutes of work. It's all about setting that timer and knowing you have a limited time to focus before your break. That sense of urgency really helps me stay on track. 4. Manage mental distractions. Mental distractions are often harder to deal with because they can pop up out of nowhere. I've found that when I'm focusing on a task, my mind sometimes wanders to random thoughts or worries. To manage this, I've learned to practice mindfulness techniques to center myself. When I catch my mind drifting, I simply take a few deep breaths. I'll inhale slowly, hold for a second, and then exhale slowly. Doing this helps calm my mind and bring my focus back to the task at hand. If I need to, I also close my eyes for a moment to reset. Another technique I use is to write down any thoughts that come to mind. I keep a small notepad next to me, and if something unrelated pops into my head, I jot it down. This helps clear my mind and makes sure I don't forget about it, but I don't have to keep thinking about it while I'm working. It's a simple trick, but it really works. 5. Time blocking. I can't talk about staying focused without mentioning time blocking. This is a strategy one used to map out my day and ensure that I'm using my time wisely. Time blocking is essentially scheduling specific blocks of time for different tasks throughout the day. For example, I'll dedicate one block from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. for writing or working on a specific project, and another block from 11 a.m. to 12 p.m. for checking and responding to emails. This method helps me stay focused because I know exactly what I should be doing at any given moment. It also prevents me from multitasking, which can actually be detrimental to focus. When I time block, I'm only focused on one thing during each time period, so I'm able to give that task my full attention. In addition, time blocking ensures that I don't forget anything important. I'm able to clearly see when I have time to work, rest, or even engage in personal activities, so my day feels balanced and structured. I use a digital calendar to block off time, but you can use a planner or even a piece of paper, whatever works best for you. 6. Create a routine. Routines are a game changer when it comes to staying focused. I've noticed that the more I stick to a consistent routine, the more productive I become. Having a set routine helps me start my day without feeling lost or uncertain about what I should do next. My morning routine, for example, is key to setting the tone for my entire day. I wake up early, usually around 6:30 a.m., and I take some time to focus on myself. I meditate for about 5 minutes, do some light stretching, and drink a glass of water. This little routine gets my body and mind in the right space for the day ahead. After that, I have breakfast and review my schedule to see what tasks I need to complete. By having a set routine, my brain knows what to expect, and I don't waste any time thinking about what I need to do next. It also helps me stay on track and resist distractions because I'm already in work mode. 7. Use focus-boosting tools. There are several apps and tools I use to boost my focus, and they've made a world of difference in my productivity. One of my favorite apps is Forest, which is a fun and interactive way to stay off your phone while you work. When you start a focus session, a virtual tree grows, and the longer you focus, the bigger your tree gets. If you leave the app to check your phone, the tree dies. It's a small but effective way to keep me on track. Another tool I use is Trello for organizing my tasks and Notion for managing my ideas. These tools help me break down large tasks into smaller, more actionable steps, which keeps me organized and mentally prepared. Using digital tools helps me stay on top of everything without getting lost in the chaos. 8. Take breaks and rest. Taking breaks is just as important as staying focused. When I push myself to work for long stretches without taking breaks, I notice that my focus starts to slip, and I become less productive. That's why I make sure to schedule regular breaks throughout my day. During my breaks, I step away from my desk. I might take a walk around the block, have a healthy snack, or simply relax for a few minutes. These short breaks help me recharge my energy and clear my mind before diving back into work. And it's not just about taking breaks during the day, I also prioritize getting enough sleep. I aim for at least 7 to 8 hours of sleep each night because a well-rested brain is much better at focusing and processing information. Sleep is essential for productivity, and when I'm well rested, I find that I stay focused much longer throughout the day. Conclusion. So those are the strategies I use to stay focused and avoid distractions. I know there's no one-size-fits-all approach, so it's important to find what works best for you. These techniques have helped me get more done in less time, and I hope they can help you too. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe for more tips, and leave a comment with your favorite focus boosting strategies. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.